Hey, it's Brian Stevens with eXp Realty, and I wanted to just jump on here and give you a word of encouragement. If you're a seasoned real estate agent, I want to talk to you just for a minute. Are you happy with your current business, where you are? Are you growing? Are you helping lots of people? Do you feel like you're surrounded yourself with a group of people that will help you to grow in the real estate space? Super important. I know that about a year and a half ago, I was at a brokerage that we were at for 10 years, and it's a very good brokerage, but I felt like the last several years, we were kind of capped at our growth. They were doing very basic training, which was great for new agents for the first couple years. After that, not so much. They weren't really bringing in the training that we really needed to help us to go to greater levels, to be able to help other people. And some of the training was a little bit, I'm going to say basic, because all training is good, especially when it's helping you build your foundation. But it wasn't really modern training that talked about, growing in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, growing on some of the social platforms, as well as scaling your business, growing a team, all that kind of stuff. So we left, went to eXp Realty. Fantastic decision. Super happy over here. And here's what I would tell you if you're an agent, and you're a seasoned agent, meaning over 5 years, I'll just call it that. Don't depend on your brokerage itself to help you grow, right? You've got to be in an environment that the brokerage will help you grow, but not be your only source to grow, right? And if you are at a brokerage that you feel like you're kind of capped at, don't let that cap you. And here's the second thing. Here's the other part of that too, is people are going to buy your services, work with you because they want to work with you, not necessarily your brokerage. You want your brokerage to add value to you, but know this, because when we went to eXp, I knew eXp was only going to add value to us, was going to help us with our growth as an agent, but also people weren't calling me anymore because of the brokerage name on the sign. They're just not. They're calling you because they want to work with you because you're a good agent. You give them good service. You've given them a great experience. You followed up with them. You had great communication. You had great marketing. You had all those things that really made you a good agent, and that you were a good resource, and that somebody could really trust you with their purchase or the selling of their home. That's the reason they did that. When we went to eXp, I remember about 6 months after, there was another top producing agent at the same brokerage in another location, and she wasn't sure about that. And I said, oh, absolutely. They're buying you. Okay, they're honestly not looking up the brokerage name, if you will, especially if you're somewhat established in the business, and working with you because of that. But they had been in this brokerage a long time. They had drank the Kool-Aid. They knew a lot about it. Again, great brokerage, wonderful, nothing bad to say. Would never do that. But they're buying her. They're buying her services. They're working with her because she was a very good agent. She's very professional, did a very good job. She had to get that new mindset, and had to understand this is the reason people are working with her. And I just wanted to really encourage you as a real estate agent to have confidence in yourself and how God has shaped you, and who God has made you to be. And there's going to be a certain point where you're going to have to go, Lord, this is all yours. I'm going to trust you with it and watch you work. And if and when I make a move to another company, another brokerage, another profession, whatever season of life you're in, know that God is with you. He's for you. He wants to use you exactly where you are at. When we moved to eXp Realty, we're a cloud-based brokerage. It's amazing. The autonomy that we have, yet the collaboration that we have, is fantastic. It's wonderful. It's exactly what we needed being in the business for 25 plus years. We didn't need the big brokerage sign anymore. We didn't need that. We put our brokerage name on our sign, of course, absolutely. But a brokerage does not define us, because we have our own branding. We have our own slogans. We have our own chemistry. We have our own value system. but yet we piggyback on top of EXP because it's a fantastic company. Well, I love the public stock that we get, the stock options we get for production and helping bring other people to the company. I love that. I love the revenue share. I love the training. I love the accessibility of the brokers. We have a lot of brokers here in Florida. I think it's over 9 or 10, I believe. And they're really good at follow-up. So I've really enjoyed everything about it. And so I just want to encourage you today to take the leap of faith if it's time for you to do that. Love to have a conversation with you, or whoever is talking to you. Have a conversation with them, and growing you and stretching you, and yet helping you to grow as an agent and as a person may just be the single biggest thing that God's going to do in your life as a professional real estate agent coming in 2025. So God bless you. Have a great new year.